And last but not least, we feast. On today's video, we're making our viral meatloaf recipe, but this time, we perfected it. So this recipe is one that actually started my whole barbecue career off when I was a route driver, just getting into learning how to make a barbecue. This is one that my wife and I worked on for a long time, and I would actually make hundreds of these and take them on my route and sell them. So this is kind of my claim to fame right here. So it's a little labor intensive at first, but that's okay. I got 2 pounds of 80-20, gotta be 80-20, and I have 1 pound of hot sausage. Use the hot sausage that you like, and I'm just gonna break these up, and then we start mixing all the ingredients. Now don't worry about writing all these down. We'll have them on KosmosQ.com. You can print this recipe off. Actually, it's really cool how it prints off. It's like a whole printed recipe. You don't print like a whole friggin' page. So everything will be on there. Italian breadcrumbs. 1 caramelized onion. And I did cook these ahead of time. And by me, I mean Jen, because you don't want to put them in here hot. I've done that before. It's not fun mixing. 1 whole pound of thinly sliced bacon. Although I did grab a bite out of there, I ain't gonna lie. Brown sugar, 3 tablespoons ketchup, 3 tablespoons mustard. Gotta use that W sauce. 3 tablespoons of W sauce. And this is what makes it come alive. 1/2 cup of our competition barbecue sauce. 3 eggs. I hate when it crushes the side. These new eggs, man, they got some thick walls on them. I got 2 dirty hands, unlike me, but. And I'm using Dirty Bird hot. And I like to use about 1/4 cup. Now, mixy. This is the fun part. We got it all mixed up. Now, for this recipe, you're gonna use 3 loaf pans. This is where we cellophane them up. This will be fun out here in the wind. Oklahoma wind. Tuck it under, shove it down, move that to the side. This is actually simple if you do it inside, but like an idiot, I'm doing it out here in Oklahoma weather. First thing I like to do is push them down in them corners at first, and then just flip them under. Save you a lot of trouble. All right, now from here, all we're gonna do is put these in here about as even as we can. You can eyeball it, it's okay. You know, this recipe has more reviews, and every time I talk about this or we post about it, everyone's like, that is the best meatloaf recipe ever in the history of the internet. And I'm like, damn straight. I've had other people's, I've tried theirs, and I was like, I mean, it's good, but you know, there's just a couple things that I would do different. So I give them this recipe and I say, hey man, try this and then make this your own. If you want to bacon wrap it, stuff it with cheese, you can do whatever you want, but this is like a great all around recipe. Man, I got these pretty dang close. Boom. Now I just give them a tap down and take the top. Now I fold it over and I like to pull on it a little bit and kind of round this corner, because I've done it the other way and had sharp corners and it just doesn't turn out well in the long run. Kind of makes you a nice little loaf. Flip that back over on itself. Do the same thing on the ends. Push it down. Fold that back. Now just roll that end up. Just like that. Nice little bounce. Now the great thing about this recipe is this recipe is enough for 3 loaves. If you want 6, double it, so on and so forth. We actually used to use the smaller loaf pans. I sold them for, I think, $5 back in the day. It was about 2 meals worth. We used to make hundreds of them. Now from here, this is crucial, and you heard it from me first. You gotta freeze these solid, 100% solid. So at this point, I take them to the freezer, put them in there for 24 hours, and only then I pull them out, unwrap them. I wrap them with mustard, Dirty Bird hot on all 5 sides. I don't do the bottom because I want that to suck up smoke. That's when they go on the cooker. Now, these are going into the freezer, and through the magic of time, we already did this, so we got 3 more done. So let's tear into those and see how they taste. We have hit 165, and now pull them off. take them, rest them, and we're gonna sauce them and slice them. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, I wish you could smell this. And once again, comp sauce it is. Now I do want to try this with our OpX sauce. I think that would be killer. Or even the sweet apple chipotle. Ooh, you could do a version of this with like some apple chunks in it with sweet apple chipotle. I wouldn't hate that. All right, here we go. Oh man, come on. That's what I'm talking about. And last but not least, we feast. I don't even want to touch it. It looks so good. This is my favorite piece right here, the end piece. That's why I put that rub on the end. It's been a minute. Oh yeah. Make this. I could kill that whole thing. I'm not gonna, but. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you want to make this recipe, head on over to KosmosQ.com, print this recipe off, make it for yourself, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Peace. Hell yeah, what up, you mother? I'm gonna shit all over me.